All right, friends, I want to answer some of your questions about what is going on between Russia and Ukraine. We are watching the news, and so I can tell you just kind of some of the things that have been happening in the last week or two here. I don't want to make any predictions because it's really hard to make predictions about these things. Ever since 2014 and the war started, it's just like we just don't know what's going to happen. So we have to trust God, and that's just the long and short of it. But we do know that there has been a buildup of Russian troops over the last month or so on the eastern border of Ukraine, so that is disconcerting for us. The numbers I've heard is around 120,000 troops there, which is a significant number, as well as the buildup of the supply lines that would be needed if they were to do something in eastern Ukraine, if they were to make an invasion there. So those things are definitely set in place, I guess, pretty much at this point. Also, there's definitely been a ramp up in some of the propaganda that we have been hearing about Ukrainian aggression against Russia or threat against Russia, even U.S. In fact, just maybe the day before, I heard from Russian sources that the United States had supposedly brought in some sort of tankers of lethal gas that they were going to gas people in eastern Ukraine, and so that's all just the propaganda. But usually that happens before they do something, as in order to make, give themselves an excuse to do something. So that's also disconcerting, as well as some of the political things that are happening right now in Ukraine. For instance, just yesterday or the day before, basically the former president of Ukraine is being taken to court for treason, and that is not a good sign. So anyway, we see all these things being built up. We see the troops and everything. What are we doing about it? With our team, we have a contingency plan. So if Russia does invade, we have a plan in place of what we're going to do, where we're going to go, and how we're going to take care of that as a team. Also, as a team, one of the things that we've done is, in fact, we did this in 2014, and that is that we bought one of these satellite phones, just because when some of these things do happen, oftentimes communications go down. So this allows us to be able to communicate no matter what happens with the communications around us. Cell phone towers can be shut down, electricity can be shut down. As long as we have battery on this phone, we can communicate with the outside world. So we're keeping this ready to go, topped up, and just in case we need it. Hopefully we don't, but that's one of the measures that we put in place. Other than that, we're trusting the Lord. We haven't seen physically anything significant happen in eastern Ukraine, so that's good. But we're constantly hearing of things that might happen. In fact, today's the 23rd of December, and the last thing I heard was that maybe there's invasion planned for the 24th of December. Will it happen? I don't know. It could happen, but we are trusting God, and we are here in Odessa. We don't want to go anywhere, and so we appreciate your prayers that we would be able to stay right here and continue the ministry that God has called us to do.